Take me to the place where the head and heart agree.
Well, track number 9 off of my new album, Some Days I'm a Lion, is called Head and Heart. And the meaning behind this song is, it's pretty obvious. It's a conflict between the head and the heart, the logical side and the emotional side. And I was talking to a friend one day, and he told me that after all these years of fighting feelings for these various girls, having been on a lot of dates and just more or less not letting himself fall for somebody, he said, it's just kind of this is one I don't have to think about. This just feels right. And just off the cuff, I mentioned, well, isn't it nice when the head and heart finally agree? And we thought nothing of it, and I wrote that thought down. The head and heart agree. Isn't it nice when the head and heart agree? And so I just decided to write this song, just referring to kind of the internal struggle, the logical versus the emotional. And so this is a song about a one-man war, and looking for a little reprieve, looking for a little bit of calling out to the head and the heart. Could you guys finally make your peace? Could you finally agree on something, please? My favorite line in Head and Heart is probably the last line of the song. The whole song calls out to the head and the heart finally making peace with each other. And so the last line is, well, I'm going to stick out my neck and let it be a bridge to the place where the head and heart agree. And I remember coming up with that line while driving, and I had to think about it for a while to make sure it made sense. But the common phrase of sticking out your neck, putting yourself out there, putting yourself on the line, stick out your neck, is a pretty common phrase. But I was happy to see it fall right in place with the physical, the head and the heart, and I'm going to stick out my neck and let it be a bridge to the place where the head and heart agree. When that fell into place, it was a special moment for me. The standout studio moment for Head and Heart was, I have a tendency to write 97% of a song and then move forward with recording. And then the day before recording, I realized, oh, I have to finish this thing. And so for me, this song was completely done, but literally the day before recording, the last line of each verse wasn't done. Looking for a place where the head and heart agree. Always pining for a place where the head and heart agree. Man, there's got to be a place where the head and heart agree. Those are pretty simple phrases, but ultimately, if you listen to all the raw footage or all the raw tracks, I sing a bunch of different variations of all of the above. And so finally marrying those lines was probably the standout studio moment, because it was literally in the 11th hour. I was like, okay, that's what it's going to say. Always looking for a place where the head and heart agree, pining for a place where the head and heart agree, and man, there's got to be a place where the head and heart agree. I knew I wanted them to all be different, but standout studio moment was probably making that decision. So there you have it. Track number 9 off of my new album is called Head and Heart. And simply put, it's the eternal battle between the logical side and the emotional side. And man, there's got to be a place where the head and heart agree.
Head and heart, oh, please, could you finally make your peace? Do me right, oh, please. Take me to the place where the head and heart agree. Well, there's gotta be a place where the head and heart agree. Gonna stick out my neck, let it be. The bridge to the place where the head and heart agree.